Good afternoon, hockey fans, live from the Keith Miller Arena inside the East Hants Sportplex. It is game number 3 of the 2022 Maritime Hockey North Championship Tournament. First time that this tournament has been held since 2019. Certainly happy to have it. My name is Mike Barkhouse with you for the remainder of this event. So happy to be able to bring this to you live on Atlantic Online TV. Teams are on the ice, lined up on their respective blue lines, waiting for things to go here in game number 3. Today's matchup features the champions of the Razzies Junior Hockey League in Prince Edward Island, the Pownal Tri-County Insulfoam Ice Dogs, and the champions of the Nova Scotia Junior C Hockey League, the Southwest Storm, out of the Barrington, Nova Scotia area. Teams both played yesterday, of course. 2 games yesterday, 2 games today as well. Storm opened the tournament yesterday afternoon at a 4:30 start versus the New Brunswick champions, the Western Valley Panthers. And, well, it was a slow start out of the gate for the Storm. Took a lot of penalties in that one, and they dropped a 6-1 decision. Ice Dogs, meanwhile, were in action last night here against the hometown and hosting East Hants Penguins, and they came out in front in a wild one, back-and-forth affair, 9-6. Pownal with the victory over East Hants last night. So the Ice Dogs come into today's action with a record of 1-0 on the tournament. And, of course, the Storm 0-1 to begin. So we're going to pause right now for the playing of O Canada. First period calls right after this. O Canada in the books, almost set to go. Game 3 of the Maritime Hockey North Championship Tournament. The Ice Dogs and the Storm from Lantz, Nova Scotia, the Keith Miller Arena inside the East Hants Sportsplex. Starting goaltenders this afternoon. Both teams, I believe, both teams making changes. They're kind of alternating netminders. For the Storm, to my right, Tyson Peters. First team All-Star in the Nova Scotia League, 7-1 record during the regular season, a 3.04 goals against average and a save percentage of .910. In the postseason, it was a 9-2 record, a 2.23 goals against average and a .940 save percentage. Peters is a good one. At the other end for the Ice Dogs, getting his first start of the tournament, well, we talked about Peters being a first team All-Star in Nova Scotia. Top goaltender in the PEI Razzies Junior Hockey League, number 72, Drew Chapman, getting his first start of the event. 1.24 goals against average, a .947 save percentage during the regular season, and in the playoffs, a sparkling .959 save percentage and a 1.00 goals against average. Underway in Lantz. Happy to have you along for the ride here on Atlantic Online TV. Again, Mike Barkhouse with you. If you want to reach out on Twitter and give your favorite player a shout out, tell us who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. My Twitter handle is how you do that, at Mike Barkhouse, spelled how it sounds. Search me up on Twitter, send us a tweet. We'll read your tweets on the air. Underway inside the Ice Dogs zone here in the opening 30 seconds or so. Ice Dogs virtually unbeatable during the regular season and the postseason in Prince Edward Island. Only 1 loss along the way. They are certainly one of the favorites to take home the crown here Sunday afternoon. Storm now looking for a fast start from them, of course, with the opening game loss. They know they can't afford to lose too many more. Delayed offside here and a change for the Ice Dogs. They keep it in the zone of the blue line. Storm can't clear. Now here's a giveaway. Zach Richardson back for the Storm, knocks that off the boards, and that's knocked out of the air by Jack Triantafilu. Back come the Ice Dogs now. It's a little bit of scrambly play here in the early going. Brady Nickerson will lift this out to neutral ice. Taken there by the Ice Dogs. And here they come. There's a quick shot. Stopped by Peters. His first test of the day. Big rebound. They couldn't put it home. That's Gabe Hartland for the Ice Dogs. Rookie of the Year in the PEI League. Minute and a half into this hockey game. Still scoreless in Lantz on Atlantic Online TV. Thank you for watching today, wherever it is you're watching from. And if you are, I assume you're a family member or friend of one of the participants, or maybe just a supporter of the teams, and that's great as well. Moving right along nicely here without a whistle in this opening period. Ice Dogs trying to get it into the zone. That one is sent in by Noah Brijo, the rookie, or the most improved player in the PEI League. Storm set up behind the goal. And here they come. Miguel Dion gives it away, sent right back in. Ice Dogs on the forecheck. Isaac Drake now behind the net. He's dispossessed by Nate Killiam. And back come the Storms. Miguel Dion on his off wing, shot right on. Chapman makes his first save of the day. Storm, of course, in the red jerseys with black pants. Ice Dogs in the blue, the baby blues with the navy pants. Shot from the point now comes in from Ethan Shand right on. Chapman kicks that aside. Now the Ice Dogs will clear. Still no whistles in this one, and I'm not complaining. It really gives you a nice little bit of pace here in the early going. Shand now in the corner. Gets that through. Waiting for that is Dion. Dion methodically makes his way out to neutral ice. Hits Bouchard, leading scorer for the Storm. Shot does not get through. Going to collect it is Tylen Foster. Now waiting on the half wall for it is Jacob McEachern. Down low. Shand takes a bump from his man. That was Jason Gormley laying the hit there. Ice Dogs now. JT Wood has a look. Gets it ahead to Tristan Lee. Lee runs into a wall in the slot. Now a giveaway. Good move there. Another move. Hauled down was Wood. No call, and we play on. 3.5 minutes into this hockey game. Still scoreless in Lantz. Game 3 of the Maritime Hockey North Championship. Cole Nickerson. Partner pass. Now there's a risky pass through the middle. Off the stick of Ethan Doucette. He gives chase. That's going to go for an icing call against the Storm. And we finally get our first whistle of the afternoon with 16:14 on the clock in period 1. Well, that'll get the blood pumping and get the legs warmed up in a hurry, won't it? Faceoff will come to the left of Tyson Peters in the Storm goal. Won by the Ice Dogs. Quick shot there off the stick of Sam Worth. Doesn't get through. Another shot kicked aside by Peters. Over to get that's Cam White. 4 goals for him last night in that 9-6 victory over East Hants. He was everywhere, and he's got it on his stick now. White, centering pass. Looking for Worth. Got a stick on it. Couldn't get the shot on goal on. Gets it back to the point to Aiden Arsenault. Or to Sammy Doherty, the captain, with a toe drag and a shot. Peters kicks that out. Doherty is a tower of power on the blue line for the Ice Dogs, wearing jersey number 19. He's got it on his stick now. Doherty waits, makes a move, still with it. Doherty from the face-off dot shot. I think Peters got a piece of it. Now they try and wrap it in. It's up in the air and goes behind the goal. Frantic action in front of the Storm goal, and they finally clear. They survive right now. Shots on goal, 5-1 in favor of the Ice Dogs, but we remain scoreless here. Period 1, game 3 of the event. Tyler Lawson now skates out from the corner for the Storm, sends it to the point. Nathan Tufts with a shot right on, and Chapman kicks that out. Ice Dogs will clear the puck the length of the ice, and that will go for an icing, so the faceoff will come back down in Ice Dogs territory. 15:05 to go in this first period. Again, hoping to hear from some of you, all of you, whatever the case may be, on Twitter. At Mike Barkhouse is the account, and wow, looks like they're coming in. I'm like an operator here. The phone lines are busy as Doherty brings the puck through neutral ice. Again, he's got that long reach, big body. He's hard to knock off the puck. He is finally dispossessed, though, and now back come the Storm. Lawson making some moves, fires it towards the goal. Chapman gets a stick on that and knocks it to the near corner. Zach Richardson keeps it down low. Now the Ice Dogs will try and clear, and do. Sent right back in by Nate Killiam. Picked up in the corner by Triantafilou. Now here come the Ice Dogs. Shot pad saved by Peters. Rebound shot off the stick of Tristan Lee. I think Peters got a piece of that as well. 6-2, the shots on goal in favor of Team PEI. Hartland loses the puck. Now he gets it back in the corner. Hartland sends that off the side of the goal. Now it's picked up by the Storm, not cleared. Having all kinds of trouble getting in their own zone. Kobe Jacklin trying to do so. And now here they come. Jagger Kane. He's got Zach Richardson with him. Kane shoots, and Chapman with his best save of the afternoon keeps this a scoreless game. First period moving along nicely here in Lantz. East Hants, take your pick, whatever you want to call it. Another icing call here on the Ice Dogs. And now we're going to have the referee come over and make sure that no line change takes place. And we'll get a face-off to the left of Drew Chapman, the fantastic netminder for the Ice Dogs. 13:39 to go in this opening period. The Campbells are watching from PEI, cheering the Ice Dogs on. Thank you for that. Petter, Pictou Sports, checking in. That's Michael Petter. That's who asked us to be here today and cover this event. We wish Mike was here with us. He's a bit under the weather right now. Certainly wishing him a speedy recovery, thanking him for everything, thanking him for the opportunity to be here and bring this action to you. See you soon, Mike. 13:33 to go, first period. Shots on goal 7-3 in favor of the Ice Dogs. And now we're going to get a change in location of this face-off. It was going to be in front of the Ice Dogs bench. It's now going to be in front of the Storm bench. So here we go. Tylen Foster in on this draw against Alex McEachern. Away come the Storm. Miguel Dion, one of their impact players. Comes back to the point now. Shot from the one gets right on goal, and Chapman had to be sharp seeing that shot through a crowd and making the save. That was Ethan Shand with that shot from the point. So we'll get another face-off in the Ice Dog zone. 13:19 on the clock. Back underway. Foster and Cole Mosier in on the draw. Chapman kicks another one to the corner. Dion with it now. Gives that away, and back come the Ice Dogs. JT Wood sends this off the boards and in. Peters out of his net to play it away from the forechecker, Mosier. Leon Bouchard now, the captain and leading scorer for the Storm, was neutralized yesterday. Dion now shot goes off a leg and into the far corner. Wood will pick that up the near point, sends it into neutral ice. Storm take back over and send it in, and now they'll head for a change. Ice Dogs bring it up ice with speed. This is Jason Gormley. He's stopped up, and now the Storm send it back in. That's Ethan Brannon getting that puck deep. Waiting on the half boards for it now is Sam Worth, and he gets it ahead. Tried to find King over there. Jack King, league MVP, team MVP, first team All-Star, you name it. The accolades for Jack King of the Ice Dogs. Here's a shot from Doherty from the point. And much like his counterpart, Drew Chapman, Tyson Peters sees it, stops it, and gobbles it up for no rebound. So we're going to face off to his right with 12:15 to go. Big shout out to Kevin Hubert, my cameraman, doing great work here. He was here yesterday and last night for the games as well, bringing you the shots. And now you got me in addition to that today. And that, for some of you, that might be a good thing. For some of you, might be tired of me already. Shot from the point from Doherty, kicked aside by Peters. Both goaltenders sharp in the early going here. And that's what you want to see in big-time tournament hockey. This is as big as it gets at the junior C level in the Maritimes. This is the one that you want to win. King now through center ice. Gets it over to White. He's got the hot stick, as I mentioned. 4 goals for him last night. Takes a weak shot there. Peters has no trouble with it. Cole Nickerson moves this off the boards. Knocked down by Jadrian McPhee. Doherty sends it back again. Storm will try the near side now. That doesn't connect. Doherty takes over inside his own zone. Going to log a lot of minutes. Gets the red line, sends it in. Knocked down by Tufts. Now right there to collect a shot for the point. Redirected in front by Noah Brio. That almost Gave Peters trouble. Now a big rebound from the Storm netminder out to the slot. His teammates clear it out of harm's way, and now back with speed is Tyler Lawson. Lawson tried to find it. Brady Nickerson here on the near side. Puck squirts back towards the point. Ice Dogs get in front of that, and here they come. With speed, Hartland shields the puck. It's a shot away. Peters makes the stop. He's been busy here in the early going. That's his 11th save of this first period. Chapman's going to get the paddle down, and he's going to take no chances. Hold on to this one. Both teams will make some changes to their personnel. 10:31 to go in the opening period. Still looking for our first goal in this ever-important hockey game. A win here from the Ice Dogs would certainly put them in the driver's seat in the early going in this tournament. If you can get to 2-0, that's where you want to be. Of course, it wouldn't be the end of the road for the Storm with a loss today, but they will certainly have a hole to dig themselves out of. 2 games today, of course, 2 games tomorrow, and then at that point, we will know who will contest the semifinal game Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m., and then, of course, the gold medal game, the championship game, the one we're all here for, Sunday, 1 p.m. here. We'll have all the games for you here on Atlantic Online TV. Back underway inside the Storm zone, approaching the halfway point of this first period. I know I'll read your tweets. I assume there's still some there that haven't been read, but again, just me by myself calling the action. A little bit of a lagging internet here in the building, so I'll get to them soon as I can. There's a shot right on goal from Ethan Brandon, kicked aside by Chapman, and back come the Ice Dogs. Isaac Drake, shot right on, blocker saved by Peters. He tells his D-man where it's at. They can't find it. Michael Gallant couldn't make him pay. We are past the halfway mark of this first period now, moving along nicely here in Lantz on a Thursday afternoon. Bit of a smaller crowd here today than we saw yesterday. Not looking to infer anything from that, just an observation. Ice Dogs now, Gallant shot off a leg into the corner. Picked up by Bouchard down there. Bouchard, ill-advised pass, and that's right on the stick of Jason Gormley. Shot stopped by Peters. Now we're going to get our first penalty of the day. It's going to be a cross-checking call to the Storm. Alex McEachern was dumped in front of the goal, and the Storm will go back to the box. I mentioned in the open, Storm took too many penalties during yesterday's game against Western Valley, and it certainly led to that 6-1 loss, and they're right back to the box here now. Ethan Shan to the box for cross-checking. His first power play of the afternoon goes to the Ice Dogs. And we are underway. Shot from White right on. Peter stops it. Storm clear. Doherty leads the rush up ice for the Prince Edward Island champs. Doherty goes wide using that long reach, takes it behind the goal. Sends it back to the point now to a waiting Sam Worth. Far side. Fake shot here, now gets right on goal. Peter sees that, stops it. That was Aiden Arsenault with the shot, now back come the Storm. Dion, patiently waiting, sends it right on goal. Tried to fool Chapman with the old fake dump in and then send it right on goal, but Chapman was not biting. And then back come the Ice Dog once more. Jack King stops, has that knocked away from him. See, we get a giveaway here. Good recovery by King to knock that out of the way of the forechecking Brady Nickerson. That could have been trouble. 1 minute to go now in the Ice Dogs man advantage, their first of the day. White now, 4 goals last night. See what he can do here. Cam White tried to send it through. Now it's picked up by the Storm. And Nathan Tufts will send it the length of the ice. Chapman out of his net to play it behind. But be careful here as Lawson's in looking for trouble. Now Lawson has it. Just going to kill some clock and then send it back down low. Picked up there. Ice Dogs take over. 25 seconds to go in the power play as they send it off a stick and in. No icing. Tufts tries to clear it out. Cannot. Sent right in on goal. Peters trying to find it after making that save. Noah Brio now. Over to Gallant with a quick shot. Peters took a bite out of that, and it goes over the goal. You can hear Chapman hitting his stick on the ice. That means the penalty is coming to a close, and it is now over. Storm kill it off Ice Dogs 0 for 1 with the power play here today. Now the Storm will look to come back down the other way and maybe open the scoring. First goal, you can already tell, and this one is going to be super important. Doesn't look like we're headed for a high-scoring affair. Puck comes back to the vacant point. Brio sends it on goal. Careful. Peter's got a piece of it. Now he's out of his net. They couldn't make him pay at the side on the backhand. That was Hartland that had the good chance. Caden Kiley now. Not enough for Hartland. Went off his stick right out in front. Smart play there by the Storm to clear it out of harm's way. Hartland now for Pownal. Loses it. Kiley sends it back down low, waiting for that. Is Mosier. Mosier tried to play give and go there with Jason Gormley. Does not work out. Now comes back to Kiley in front of his bench in neutral ice. Kiley to Hartland over the blue line with speed. Gabe Hartland tried to walk to the middle. That was knocked away from him. Picked up by Jagger Kane. Kane stretch pass, bouncing like a tennis ball. Tough for Bouchard to come up with that. Did a good job to even get a stick on it. And now they battle down in the corner. Bouchard takes that away. Tries to send it towards the goal. It's off a leg. Good play there to keep that in by Kobe Jacklin. But it does come out eventually. JT Wood sends this in. Back to collect is Cole Nickerson. Nickerson, far side. Bouchard, the captain, ahead to Miguel Dion. Over the line, and the whistle goes. It's offside against the Storm, so we'll get a whistle and a face-off in neutral ice. 5:34 to go in this first period. Shots on goal, 18-7 in favor of the Pownal Tri-County, Insel Foam Ice Dogs. That's a mouthful. Face-off in neutral ice, just to our right and across the ice. Controlled by the Storm. Cole Nickerson slides it ahead. Bouchard takes it over the red line, has a look, brings it in over the blue line, and now they'll set up. Bouchard's shot hits a stick, goes wide. Foster now, shot right on. Chapman with a big rebound. Bouchard trying to find a first shot, goes just wide. Ice Dogs sidestepping a hit there nicely was Tristan Lee. But now Bouchard back in, gets it back to the point. Jacklin with a shot, that goes wide. Bouchard centers, Dion gloves it down, shoots right on. Chapman took the telltale look behind him. That tells you a goaltender doesn't know where it's at. But it was in his gear, and he kind of squeezed up tight and kept it from squeaking through. Good work there from Drew Chapman. That's his 10th save of the day. Both teams will make some changes here. 5 minutes exactly to go in this opening period. Game 3 of the Maritime Hockey North Championship. Mike Barkhouse with you from Lantz. The rest of the way. There's another shot from the from the Storm. Chapman gobbles that up. That was Ethan Doucette with that chance. Keep the tweets coming at Mike Barkhouse. Love to hear from you. Again, tell us who you're cheering for. Tell us where you're cheering from. Another shot for the Storm right off the draw. Chapman with another save, so we'll do it again from the same spot. Just 9 seconds came off the clock there. There we go. Back underway. Ice Dogs control off the draw. Doherty gets it out to neutral ice. Sent right back in, well, partially in by McPhee. Aiden Arsenault inside his own blue line. Sends it over here to the near side for Isaac Drake. Drake to McEachern. McEachern over the blue line. He's bumped off the puck by Brannon. McEachern now tries to get it out front. Now a puck battle down there. Puck comes back out in front again. It's bouncing around down there. They'll try the near side now. Drake with a shot. That goes high and wide. Doherty can't keep it in at the far point. Ice Dogs will have to reset. Doherty. A little miscommunication there with his defense partner. Well, here they come now. Arsenault. Stripped of the puck. And here they come. Doherty, red line. He'll send it deep, and he'll head for a change. Peters behind the net. Stops that, finds it, then leaves it for Killiam. Puck is kept in there at the point by Jason Gormley. Now down low. Jacklin has it pinned to the boards. In there trying to jar that loose is Emmett Lyons. Lyons Behind the goal, Hartland having a look. Hartland centers, comes back to the point, way out of the reach of Gormley. And that's going to go all the way down to Drew Chapman. He knows there's no icing, so he leaves it for Gormley. Head to Hartland. Hartland picks up a head of steam, now sends it here to Brio on the near side. Drops it. Hartland with the toe drag, recovers a shot. And that goes over the goal. A lot of mustard on that. Gormley now from the point with a wrist shot. Stopped. It was redirected. Peters made the save, and then he finds that rebound before anyone in powder blue can whack it home. He's been a busy guy in this opening period. 19 saves for Tyson Peters in this first period. We talked about it. First team All-Star in the Nova Scotia Junior C Hockey League, or Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League, I should call it. And he's showing why here today. And Chapman, and for that matter, is showing why he was voted the top goaltender in the Razzies Junior Hockey League. Two excellent goaltenders, perhaps the two best goaltenders in the Atlantic region at this level. There's a chance. Nick LeBlanc with that shot goes over the goal. Ice Dogs try and clear and do, but it goes into the penalty box timekeeper's area. So that face-off will stay deep in PEI territory. Face-off will come to Chapman's left. 2:41 to go in the first. Scoreless in East Hants. Back underway. Ice Dogs win the draw. LeBlanc in to pick this up. And he's still got it now. Nicholas LeBlanc. Tried to get it down low. Could not. Ice Dogs have yet to clear, and now they will. Looking at here at the blue line was Sam Worth. They couldn't find him. Tufts takes a bump from King down there in the far corner. Puck is still along the dasher, trying to be fished out by both teams. Ice Dogs come away with it. Can't get the shot on goal. That was White. Tried to go to the backhand. Never got through. Now the bump on the far boards, and they'll battle behind the goal. Nickerson didn't get a lot on that. Gets enough to get to Bouchard, though. He shields the puck with his body, takes the hit, and now they will bring it forward. Brannon gives it away. Now the Ice Dogs have it. Worth redirects this puck into the zone. Full-scale line change for Pownal. So just about 90 seconds to go in this first period. Dion bumped off the puck by Doherty. Back to pick it up is Aiden Arsenault. Kicked out to neutral ice. Jacklin sends it right back in on Chapman. Delayed offside here on the Storm, so they tag up and we play on. Isaac Drake. Cross. To streaking Gallant, and he takes the shot, and Peters, tough to beat this afternoon, makes the save. Michael Gallant on his strong side. Went to the net hard, got a nice shot away. Tyson Peters makes the save for his 20th of the day, and sometimes when the shot totals look inflated like that, you kind of say, maybe someone is being a little bit liberal with the button, but I don't think so. I think this is a case where I think Tyson Peters is full value for the 20 saves that he has in this first period right now, as we have 1 minute to go in that very opening period. Ice Dogs send it deep. Peters out of the net. Leaves it for his man. That's Killian. Goes back to the point now. Wrist shot. Hits something on the way in and goes wide. Back come the Storm. Bouchard. Over to Foster, sends it in wide of the goal. Chapman leaves that for Doherty. Seems like he's out there every second shift. He probably is, for that matter. 30 seconds to go in the period now. Shot there, gloved and held by Peters. I think it was going over the goal, but wisely takes no chances. So we'll get another face-off in the Storm zone. 25 seconds to go in the opening period. Again, at Mike Barkhouse is the Twitter handle. Tell us your thoughts on that opening period. Your tweets will be read on the air here on Atlantic Online TV. As long as you keep them clean, of course. That's the only thing I ask. Back underway. Storm trying to kill the rest of this period. They're going to have to hustle if they're going to get one with just 15 seconds on the clock. Zach Richardson. Cross. Set on goal softly by Brady Nickerson. No trouble for Chapman there. Just 4.5 seconds to go in the period. So important late period face-off here in the PEI zone. If the Storm can get a win, they may be able to get a chance. If the Ice Dogs win it, well, it's probably going to be first intermission time. So here we go. To the left of Chapman. Storm do win the draw. Get the shot away, but it goes wide of the net. And that will do it for the opening period. Shots on goal in period 1, 21-13 in favor of the Ice Dogs. And your score after 20 minutes of play in Lantz, the Pownal Tri-County Insulfoam Ice Dogs 0, the Southwest Storm 0. We're going to pause right now for the first intermission, flood the ice, and then we'll get you the call of the second period of this hockey game right after that. So we'll be back probably in about, I would say, 13 and a half minutes time. You are watching the Maritime Hockey North 2022 Championship on Atlantic Online TV. Come back and see us for the call of the second.
Nice to hear someone.
Yeah, it must be lonely in your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm like, do I just do the play-by-play on my own? But I don't know the players, so.
Right. Well, I said that last night when I was kind of doing some prep. I was like, it's gonna suck when the two teams that don't have names in the back of the jersey play. And I looked and I was like, oh great, first game, both teams with no names. It's a lot easier when you see the names in the back.
Yeah, sure.
Or like that numbers on the sleeves help too. You got defensemen coming on ice. You can't see there's no number on the sleeve, so you can't tell who it is.
Right.
But no, that was good.
I got that same problem like the first time I did against Edmundston. Like Edmundston never comes to the Valley, rarely. So, and then the second game was Yarmouth, so it was a bit better because I kind of knew the players a bit more.
Yeah.
And then we played them in the playoffs. So, but game 3 is tonight. Summerside. I mean, if we would have won game 6 in overtime in the Valley, we wouldn't have had a chance against Summerside. Like,
nobody's playing. No one's beating Summerside.
Like
It's
it's
too
gonna
bad
be another like.
Too bad they had the front page pulled over front of them. They had spent thousands of dollars on that event, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
but I think they're going to get the Centennial Cup probably in the next couple of years to make up.
Right. Yeah.
I was looking forward to going over, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I made it. I went to game 3 in Truro, then I did 4 games at home, or 3 games at home, and then the game 7. I was like, game 6 overtime. It's like, are you
Water or anything?
I
I
think
didn't
I'm
mean
alright.
to sound like I was.
No.
Who's this guy coming in here?
Got a lot going on, I know.
I'll take water.
You want water? Gatorade or something? And just water, Gatorade. Okay, I'll bring it up. Anything else? I'll drop by here and there or whatever. You're here for the duration. No, you're on tonight.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Yeah. Are you here all day tomorrow?
Well, I don't know. I got the 1 game, and then I'll see.
Stuck with me the rest of the week.
I don't want to
Just by
drive back
yourself?
too late.
No, there'll be something here.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You were at you did the down in Bridgewater. Is that what that is? That's good. And you said you want to try it yesterday. No.
Yeah, it's too bad. Of all times for COVID, eh?
Yeah. You tried.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, we'll get her done.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get you some stuff.
Appreciate you, bud. I'm going to run use the bathroom quick because... Is there one up here, you know? Is there a washroom on this level? I know there's one downstairs. But,
Yeah, there is one downstairs. I couldn't find it.
Welcome back to East Hants, the Keith Miller Arena inside the East Hants Sportsplex, Game 3 of the 2022 Maritime Hockey North Championship Tournament. Pownal, Tri-County Insulefoam Ice Dogs, and the Southwest Storm. Scoreless after one period of play here. In Lantz, Mike Barkhouse with you. This is the part of the broadcast where we normally run down the scoring summary. But I don't have to tell you that there's nothing to talk about in that regard. No scoring in that first period. Shots on goal 21-13 in favor of the Ice Dogs through 20 minutes of play. Teams are at center ice. We're almost set to go for the second. Thank you for joining us here today. I knew that was going to happen sooner or later on Atlantic Online TV. Continuing coverage of this event. We'll be here all weekend. And here we go, underway for period 2 in Lantz. Jack King for the Ice Dogs. Doherty sauces it through the middle, right onto the tape of Worth's stick. Worth goes wide on his man behind the goal. Well, I was just about to say eludes a big hit. Didn't totally elude it. Ice Dogs looking for something out of the gate. White with a shot from the point, gets through. Peters kicks that aside. White with it in the corner now. 4 goals last night against East Hants in game 1. Game 1 for the Ice Dogs, I should say. Game 2 of the tournament. Of course, we'll have another one for you tonight. 7:30 start. East Hants will take on Western Valley. We'll have it for you here on Atlantic Online TV. Storm hemmed in their own zone right now to start the second. Now back they come. Brannon sends it in. Chapman takes no chances. Stops this and holds on for a whistle. Just past 1 minute gone in this second period of play. I gave the Twitter handle out a couple times during the first. I'll do it again. At Mike Barkhouse is my Twitter handle. Reach out. Tell us who you're cheering for. Got a couple more to tell you about. Kendall's watching from PEI, cheering the Ice Dogs on. Thank you for that, Kendall. There's a shot off the crossbar. Storm almost drawing first blood. Linda Worth checking in, watching from PEI, cheering the Ice Dogs on. Thank you for that, Linda. Thank you for the kind words as well. A lot of PEI representation on the Twitter machine today. There's a shot from the Ice Dogs right on. Tyson Peters makes that save, no rebound. We had a long stretch of play to open the game without a whistle. That has not been the case here at the start of this second period. It's been a good, clean game. Just one minor penalty so far. It was the Storm that took the penalty. It was a cross-checking call. Ice Dogs were not able to make them pay with the power play goal, obviously. Now we're going to get an icing call on the Storm as Miguel Dion just missed everything with that clearing pass. So we'll do it again. To the right of Tyson Peters. Clean face-off win from Emmett Lyons. Hartline with a shot blocker save. Rebound stopped by Peters. Couple good chances there for the Ice Dogs, and the Storm clear it off the glass and out. Killiam has a look in the corner, sends it over here near side for Jacklin. Colby Jacklin back to Killiam. Looking across the middle for Dion. That's behind him. We're going to get another icing call on the Storm. Just about 2 minutes into this second period. You see there, 18:04 on the clock. Tyson Peters was busy in the first period. I would venture a guess that he's going to continue to be so for the rest of the afternoon. Ice Dogs won the draw, but Bouchard in there to take that away. Now back come the Storm. Foster can't get the puck deep. King back for it. The Ice Dogs. White now goes to the goal. Goes behind the goal. Tries to wrap around the far post. Peters got across to shut the door. Net comes off as Peters slid across with his left pad. Just got a little bit too much of that left post and dislodged it a little bit. So that's why we get our whistle. 17:44 to go in the second period. Another clean face-off win for the Ice Dogs. Walking in from the point was Gormley with that shot. Peters taking no chances off the end board carom. Pounces on that and holds on. So we'll do it again from the same location. Ice Dogs make a late change. Lions will be in and take this draw. Brady Nickerson is his opposition. There's a quick shot off the draw. And again, Peters is there to shut the door. That's 28 saves for him now. We're not even 3 minutes into the second period. He's on pace for a perhaps record-setting performance here. Another whistle, as we can't seem to get more than a minute of sustained play without a whistle right now. Storm make a change here. Face off again to the left of Peters. Lions in the draw against Brannon. Won by Brannon. And the Storm take over. Shand. Far side. LeBlanc. Still having trouble clearing out of the Storm. LeBlanc slides it over to Kane. And they finally get it deep. Centering pass did not connect. And now Brio has it on the far side. He'll send it out, takes a bounce. Taken down nicely. Now back comes Lyons. Lyons trying to get around his man, cannot. Nickerson. Nothing doing for the Storm right now. Passes are not connecting. They're not on the same page. Now back comes Hartland through neutral ice with speed. Hartland outside in. Still with his shoots, and Peters snares it with the glove. Gabe Hartland looking dangerous there on that rush. Cut inside into the slot. Got a good hard snapshot away that Tyson Peters did not allow. 16:43 to go in the second period. Still scoreless in Lantz. The way we're going, it might be next goal wins. Another face-off in Storm territory, this time to the right of Peters, and they win it. Nickerson around the far side. You can see right there, Zach Richardson didn't want any part of that contact, shied away from it, and he wasn't able to come up with the puck as a result. Doherty now for the Ice Dogs will send this ahead. Touch pass. Gallant. Now Doherty picks it up at the red line. He'll skate it in over the blue. Doherty goes to the corner. Bumps. Now Gallant centers. Peters had the stick down on the ice. Doherty with it in the corner. Now he's a defenseman, but he's up from his point right now. Cycles it back down low. Gallant picks it up on the far side. Back to the point. Aiden Arsenault. There's a good give and go. Gallant with the shot. That's off. Pete catches a piece of the goal post and goes up and over the glass and out of play. Both teams with some iron. And we remain scoreless. 15:58 to go in the second period. 30-14. The shots on goal right now in favor of the Ice Dog. Tyson Peters with the best goaltending performance we've seen of the tournament so far. And you start to wonder, I mean, it looks like a lot of these teams are alternating goaltenders game by game pretty much all season in playoffs. There's a backhand chance for Tristan Lee that didn't miss by a whole lot. Just to finish that thought on the goaltenders, at some point these coaches are going to think, you would have to think, make a decision to ride one guy as this tournament goes on. You start getting down to the nitty gritty. You got to play your best when the championship's on the line. Playing scramble in the corner now, comes back to the point to Lee, just after that glorious chance. Now Bouchard has it. The Storm captain, can he inspire his group? The first goal in this game is more important than in some. Skating it now through neutral ice is Tylen Foster. Now it's picked up by Dion. Quick shot by Dion. Stopped and held by Chapman. And good concentration shown there from the Prince Edward Island netminder, as you know, sometimes when the play's at the other end of the ice for a long period of time, you got to be ready when that puck comes onto you, and you don't know, it might be a glorious scoring chance that you face after standing there cold for a while. That was a good chance there for the Storm, and Chapman certainly not lacking concentration and focus. There come the Ice Dogs. Worth with a shot. He had a tough angle, and he sails that over the goal. Now a shot from the point from Kylie goes wide. Gormley keeps that down low. Worth waits for it. Centers into the slot. Oh, good play there at the last second by Jadrian J. McPhee to knock that away from Kylie as he was coming in for the shot. Now Tufts brings it over the line for the Storm. King's going to take it right back out for the Ice Dogs. Jack King over the blue line. He's got White across the middle. Gets it to him. Good play there by Nickerson to knock that off of his stick. White battling. Now to the corner to get it is Worth. Gormley can't get it down low. Worth keeps it in. White has it behind the goal. Puck squirts free. King there looking for it. Pops over his stick. Kylie at the point. Gets it back to King. Jack King. Far side. Good pass. There's a shot from Gormley goes off a body and wide. Storm are hemmed in their zone again. Now an errant point pass bails the Storm out. Now will allow them to get a line change. Chapman out to leave it for Kiley. Caden Kiley. Through the middle. Brio redirects this in. Staying in the net is Peters. Directing his defenseman. Now Jacklin. Kobe Jacklin. Ahead, and the Storm do chip it out to neutral ice. Doherty sends it right back in. Relentless are the Ice Dogs right now. Brio sends it towards the goal. That goes wide. Picked up on the near half wall by Jagger Kane, and he sends it ahead, and here they come. Ethan Brandon cuts to the slot, shoots. It's redirected. It was loose there for a moment. No one could get a stick on it. Lyons was dumped, no call. Now, from behind the goal, Storm with another great chance there. Couldn't get a shot away, and here come the Ice Dogs, possibly 2-on-1. There's a shot right on, and Peters shuts the door. Some good back and forth play there. Does not result in a goal, though. 12:56 to go in the second period here in Lantz. Ice Dogs and Storm remain scoreless. Face off to the right of Peters now. Alex McEachern in the draw for the Ice Dogs. Trying to get a number for you for the Storm. That's Brady Nickerson. Now Brady over there giving chase. McEachern picks it up, walks out from the corner, shoots. That goes wide again. Tough angle for him there. Christy Robbins checking in, cheering the Ice Dogs on. Well, so we get a whistle here. Penalty coming on the play. I'll finish that thought when we get back underway. It's going to be a hooking call. We'll see who this one is on. More often than not in these situations, when one team is kind of hemmed in, it's them that takes the penalty just out of fatigue. And it is indeed the Storm going to the box. Looks like it's Ethan Shand heading off for hooking. So second power play of the day for the Ice Dogs is about to get underway. They're 0 for 1 so far. Don't have to tell you that. So as I was about to say, when Christy Robbins checked in, score is 0-0, as they say in the soccer world. But certainly on the Twitter scoreboard, in terms of tweets, the Ice Dogs are winning this one in a blowout. We've had half a dozen or so tweets from PEI, none from Southwest Storm fans thus far. So here we go. Second Ice Dogs power play of the day underway as Sammy Doherty gets it to White. Cam White. Right up the middle, over the blue line. Gets tangled up with his own guy there, Jack King. Now King digs it free. Trying to get it down low. White in to help. King holds onto it, gets it back to the point. The Lantz shot from the point. I think White might have got a little bit of a stick on that. Wasn't enough to get it on goal, though. White has it at the side, takes it behind the goal. Another wraparound chance. Peters shuts the door. White in the corner now. Back to the point to Doherty. Back to White. White has all kinds of room to walk in. Shoots. It goes wide. Under a minute to go now in the Ice Dogs power play. Doherty has it at the near point, winds and fires. Peters kicks that aside. Storm trying to clear, and they do. Lawson there. He did have some room to skate and maybe create a scoring chance. He was just interested in dumping it and getting a change. So there you have it. Under 40 seconds to go now. Dion has it on the far boards. He's in no hurry. He just wants to kill some clock. Shoots it off the side of the goal. You might have heard the clang. Doherty ahead for Hartland. Hartland over the blue line. He's 1-on-3, though. That doesn't generally go well for the attacking player. Shot comes from the point. Redirected right on by Doherty. He's all over the ice for the Ice Dogs, and Peters makes the save as the big defender in front of him with the redirect. 18 seconds to go in the Prince Edward Island power play. 10:50 to go in the second period. Still scoreless in Lantz. Thank you for watching today, wherever it is you're watching us from in Atlantic Canada, across the world for that matter, here on Atlantic Online TV. Courtesy of Pictou Sports. Chasing this puck back into his own zone is Brio. Penalty's almost over. Just 4 seconds remaining, and that will do it. Shand emerges from the box. Now the Storm player falls. That was McPhee blowing a tire. Led to a good scoring chance. And again, Tyson Peters bails out his team. And I'm looking around at some of the Storm fans shaking their heads. They're at a loss for words right now. 37-16, the shots on goal. In favor of the Ice Dogs. Back on our way in the Storm zone. Now back on the Storm. To the net, shooting it right on is Ethan Brannon, and Chapman with the save. Isn't that the way it usually goes, though? How often do you see it? One team is dominating territorially and scoring chances-wise, and then the other team comes down and buries one. That's almost what we got there. In this case, Chapman makes the save. Just about halfway through this second period, and regulation for that matter. 10:09 on the clock. Face off to the right of Chapman, won by the Storm. Bouchard to Dion. He's got some room. He shoots. He scores! Well, I got it right, but I was a couple seconds too soon in saying it. Miguel Dion from the top of the slot beats Chapman with the wrist shot. And the Storm, against the run of play, take the 1-0 lead. How about that? Chapman got a big piece of that with his glove, but it just trickled behind him. And the Storm, again, being outshot by 20 shots right now, but they are 1 goal to the good here in Lantz in Game 3. Wow. Buckle up. That's not going to do anything for the mood of these Ice Dogs. Now Bouchard spins and fires. Stop, rebound. Dion scores again! What a turn of events in Lantz. Miguel Dion with 2 goals in about 20 seconds, and the Storm lead 2-0. You just never know. When your top line gets out there, they can make things happen, and they do exactly that here. You wonder if PEI might call a timeout, and it looks like that's what we've got. Clearly rattled. Unbelievable. Shots on goal 37-19 right now in favor of Pownal, and they find themselves down by a pair in the blink of an eye. That's how quickly things can change here in this great game of ours. So timeout, Ice Dogs. Just trying to settle the troops. Head coach Curtis Martell. I think that's a good use of your timeout there at this level. Don't want guys getting down. You've done everything right up until this point except put the puck in the net. You keep doing that, good things will happen. Tyson Peters in their head maybe a little bit right now. So here we go, 9:45 to go in the second. Southwest Storm 2. And the Ice Dogs, no score. And Storm now clearly energized, looking for more. Why not? Shot from the point there. Does not get on goal. Doherty. Now again, you see it. The Storm with that extra spring in their step. They got the Ice Dogs on the heels for the first time today. Puck is pinned against the dasher. It's a 4-man rugby scrum down there below the goal line. And now finally we get a whistle. Now some pushing and shoving between Doherty and McPhee. Miguel Dion, what can you say? He was a second-team All-Star in the Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League. 24 points during the regular season, 8 points in the playoffs. No bigger 2 goals than the ones he's just scored here. You just never know. Now off the draw. Shand with a shot, gets through. Chapman with a big save. Don't want to give up another one now. Ice Dogs, probably not totally necessary to score the next goal, but you certainly don't want to go down 3 against any team in this event. Still waiting for the announcements of the goals here. Maybe we won't get them. I was going to jot down the particulars to give to you. Haven't got any announcements yet. We know Miguel Dion has scored both. Talking about in terms of assists and such. There's a chance. Chapman with the save, rebound, stop, another chance. 3 saves for Drew Chapman as the Storm have now tilted the ice in their favor. And the crowd is doing it with them. The crowd energized as well. Here they come again. Puck going towards the goal. It's bouncing around. They're trying to find it, and they score! Brady Nickerson! And it's 3-0 Storm. It's been quite a while since I've seen a drastic turnaround in a hockey game like this. Absolutely mountainous momentum swing. 8.5 to go in the second period, and the Storm have erupted for 3 goals in about a minute and a half. Unbelievable. Turning this game on its head. So now we're getting some announcements. Here's a chance, they score! Sam Worth at the side of the goal buries it. And the Ice Dogs are back in it. Well, this is starting to resemble last night now. Just took a lot longer to get a goal. $8:18 to go in the second. Sam Worth bearing one at the side. No chance for Tyson Peters. Now we'll see how both teams react to this. They had started to give us the particulars on some of the goals, and then that goal from Sam Worth happened, so that derailed that. You can't hear anything in here right now. I can barely hear myself. Now we're going to try it again. Bouchard with an assist on that first Dion goal. The puck comes out. So bear with me right now. I'm going to just try and jot down these goal particulars for you so I can have them for the scoring summary. So, there we go. We've got all the goal particulars written down, so we'll bring those to you when we review the scoring summary before the start of the third period. But wow, 7:07 to go, second period, and we've got 4 goals in not very long time. And it's a 3-1 game now, and everybody's into it now. I know you guys at home are probably sitting on the edge of your seats or beds, desk, office, chair, wherever you're at, watching this one today. Both teams are energized, as am I. Here come the Storm now. Ethan Doucette makes a nice move. Now gets it over to McPhee, and now back on the Storm. Doherty tried to find Hartland with that stretch pass, a little too far ahead of him. Now they're going to blow that on the icing. Hartland doesn't like that call, and he's going to have a word with the official about it. You can hear the bench yelling to him to come on over and don't take a penalty for arguing. The referees are undefeated. You're not going to win the argument. They've never lost one. They saw to the left of Chapman. 6:41 to go in the second. Now here comes Hartland. See if he can do his talking with his hockey stick and puck skills. Nickerson. This puck pops up in the air, hits a piece up in the rafters. Hartland's still upset about that icing call, and he's going to the bench unhappy. Couple punches for the wall behind the guy down the coaching staff. Gets a hold of him and tries to calm him down a bit. Again, as I said, you want to channel that energy into good things on the ice. If I had to guess or bet money, I would say there's a good chance he will do just that. Another tweet from Linda Worth saying that Carrie Arnold's cheering on Hunter McLeod and the Ice Dogs from PEI. Thank you for that, Linda. Nice to hear from you again. Back underway in neutral ice. Storm looking for more. Now back comes Jacob McEachern. He sends it deep. Giving chase is Mosier. Behind the goal. Gets it to McEachern. McEachern uses the body. Now gets it to Wood. Wood. That's point pass. There's nobody there, so Tristan Lee's going to have to race back to his own zone for it. Gets it ahead to McEachern. Nickerson tries to send it out. Can't. Picked up, though, by Brady. That was Cole to Brady. Brady sends it in. Bounces wide to the goal. Lawson gives chase. Lawson pinned to the wall and trying to dig that out is Cam White. Another rugby scrum to the left of Drew Chapman, and we get the whistle again, and now a little bit of pushing and shoving. Nothing serious, though. Now, a couple Ice Dogs down there having a word with the officials. Maybe they think they're hard done by on something. 5:29 to go in the second period, and it has been an absolute doozy. We couldn't have had two periods any more opposite of each other. Hope you're enjoying the game at home or wherever you're watching from here on Atlantic Online TV as much as we are enjoying bringing it to you. Sent back in. Storm check up. Gormley has it behind the goal now. So they head to White. White hits Worth in stride. Worth on his off wing makes a nice move, cuts to the net, shoots, and Peters makes the save. Gormley activates from the point, keeps it in for the moment. Storm send it back out. Kiley over to get it. Caden Kiley through the middle. Tip pass right on the stick of Worth. Sends it over here looking for White, too far for him. Takes it off the boards now. White shoots, save, rebounds there. King couldn't find it, and the Storm clear. Kiley, inside his own blue line, sends that back ahead. Worth over the blue line. Drops it for Gallant on his off wing. Tried to center for King in the slot. That's broken up. Now back come the Storm the other way. Dion, he's got the hot stick. 2 goals already. Shoots for a third, and Chapman grabs that with the glove just in the nick of time. Looked like he might have been a little late to it as Dion caught him by surprise. Looking for the hat trick here in this second period. Chapman there to shut the door. 4:21 to go in the second. (45-25). Ice Dogs still out shooting the Storm by 20 shots. Now here they come again. Gallant tried to cut to the middle. Good play there by Tufts to break that up. Dion now looking on the far side for Foster. Tylen Foster gets that deep. McEachern first to it. Rims it around. Kept in by Tufts. Tufts wrist shot through traffic. Doesn't get through it. I think it hit his own guy, Foster, in front. Ice Dogs clear. Starting to get in the late stages of this second period now. Here's McEachern. Alex McEachern just lost the handle. Storm will clear. Leon Bouchard over the blue line. Doherty rubs him out. That's 2 impact players coming together now. Tufts to the net. Shoots. Scores! Nathan Tufts beats Chapman 5-hole going to the net. And it's a 3-goal lead once again for the Storm. They lead it 4-1. Unbelievable turn of events here in Lantz. I'm still at a loss for what's going on here right now. Kind of a defensive blown coverage in the zone, defensive zone for the Ice Dogs. Tufts was allowed to walk into the net unmolested, and he made no mistake, sliding it between the pads of Chapman. And it's a 3-goal lead again for the Storm. Chapman steers this to the corner. Well, it's the age-old thing. You let a team hang around long enough, it can certainly come back to bite you, and that's been the case here today for the Ice Dogs. There's a shot, good save by Chapman. He'll hold on. And now a little bit of a crowd after the whistle, but nothing out of the ordinary. Unassisted goal there on that broken play for Nathan Tufts. And it's going to be a frustrated Ice Dogs team in the dressing room between periods. You got to think head coach Curtis Martell and his staff going to have to rein things back in here a bit, get them focused, because they are not out of this hockey game by any stretch of the imagination. Anyone that's watched them play this year will tell you that. This team is tough to beat. Lawson now being hounded by Lyons down there. Lyons bumps him. Centering pass. Nickerson with a backhander. That goes just wide. Now it's picked up by Zach Richardson. Back to the point. Shot from Killiam. That hits the post. Puck comes out front. And now back comes Hartland. First shift since when he went off frustrated. Tries to split the decant. Delayed penalty coming to the Storm. And as they touch the puck, the whistle goes. It's going to be an interference call against the Storm. Third minor penalty of the day against the Southwest Storm. And we're going to see another power play chance for the Ice Dogs here. A chance to cut into this lead once more. Nate Killiam heading off for interference. Chance for the Ice Dogs to get a late period goal. A 2-goal deficit heading to the third is most certainly better than a 3. I don't have to tell you that. That's Captain Obvious checking in. Doherty's shot there goes off a stick and over the glass. Another play. Just 2 seconds comes off the clock on this third Ice Dogs power play. 5 goals in this second period. Has turned a very entertaining scoreless tie into a 4-1 game. Here's White walking out from the corner. Third time today he's tried the wraparound, and he's been unsuccessful every time. That chance just squeaked wide of the near post. Worth now on the half wall. Back to the point to Gallant. Shot stop. Rita Doherty scores! I was looking at the play. I thought there was no way he couldn't score, but then it looked like he didn't. The puck is in the net. Peters is protesting. He's something he doesn't like. But it's a power play goal for the Ice Dogs, and they're back within a pair. Sammy Doherty, their captain and their tower of strength. On the power play, makes it a 4-2 game. 2:05 to go. Power play goal for the Ice Dogs, their first of the day. So they're 1 for 3 now. Storm haven't had a chance on the power play yet, so their fans most certainly will be moaning about that. Here's Dion, drops it for Bouchard. Bouchard shoots, that's into a tangle of feet in the slot. Dion spins, fires, that just, I think, caught a piece of the post on its way in. I think both teams could use the break right now, to be honest. This looks like 2 boxers that are kind of punched out and need a rest on the stool between rounds. Worth into the slot, nobody there in a blue sweater. Storm will clear. Just getting the goal announcement here. Well, they're announcing the penalty, so a little bit delayed there. Now Worth has it inside his own zone. Now we're going to get the goal announcement. Worth goes behind the goal, tries to jam it inside, can't. Storm come away with it. Worth and Gallant with the assist on the Doherty goal on the power play. Aiden Arsenault at the point. Sends it down low as we're under a minute to go in the second period. Storm clear into the penalty box, and we'll get another stoppage with 48 seconds to go in the second. Wow. Teams need a breather. I need a breather. I need some water. Wow, it's been wild here in this second period. No other word to describe it. Entertaining. Probably not if you're a coach on one of these teams. But it's been wild. There's a shot from the Ice Dogs. Peters kicks out. Another chance, and Peters again shuts the door. Gabe Hartland looking for a goal there. Can't buy it. 42.8 seconds on the clock. 4-2. Ice Dogs leading here. Looking for a late period goal. And I tell you right now, if they get one and get within a goal heading to the second intermission, your guess is as good as mine as to how this thing's going to end up. Storm control off the draw. Lawson through neutral ice. Gets it across the middle. Just a little bit too hot for Zach Richardson to handle. Lawson now cuts out front. Can't get the shot away. Tufts now at the point, feeling good after his goal. Now, Brady Nickerson zigged when he should have zagged, and it turns into an easy save for Drew Chapman. So we'll have a face-off deep in Ice Dogs territory with 21 seconds left in the second period. Bouchard now sends this puck towards the goal. Dion first to it. Dion drops it. Snapshot from Killian. Goes to Dion here on the near side. 5 seconds to go in the period. Storm can't keep it in, so that will just about do it for period 2. And the buzzer goes as Peters makes that save. The buzzer's really hard to hear here in the building. It's really worn out. So the referees have to make sure they get a nice hard whistle away and tell these teams to stop. Not sure if that one would have counted or not, but we know where we're at. Shots on goal through 40 minutes. 51-33 in favor of the Ice Dogs. They just score through 40 minutes in Lantz. The Southwest Storm 4. The Pownal Tri-County Insulfoam Ice Dogs 2. We're going to pause now for the second intermission. I know after that period you're going to want to come back for the third to see how this thing turns out. We're going to come back. We're counting down from 15 minutes right now, so when that hits about 2 minutes, a minute and a half, somewhere in that area, we'll come back with the call of the third. You're watching the 2022 Maritime Hockey North Championship on Atlantic Online TV.
Kind of hard to say, not to say hockey TV.
Yes.
I'm quite surprised. I mean, they only scored one last night afternoon. Maybe they just had a down game yesterday and now they're do or die.
I think we're into it now.
Look and sound awesome. Oh, okay, that's good to know. It says that you guys look awesome. Only one minor thing, see if you can fix up the white balance a bit. It's too white. I don't know. It says white balance there, but I pressed it. I don't know if he means it's too white or too bright.
Okay. That's good to hear. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah. I mean, especially like if you used to do it so many times, like 25 times a year, kind of thing, like
Well, that's what
makes a difference.
Like I'm used to doing it by myself. So some people are used to doing it with a color guy, and then they're by themselves, so it's totally different. But I'm used to doing it by myself. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not even.
They had like my second game that I did against Yarmouth was much better than my first. Like I got into the rhythm.
Yeah, that's reps. Reps.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Lantz, the Keith Miller Arena inside the East Hants Sportplex. Game 3 of the 2022 Maritime Hockey North Championship Tournament. Wild game that this has turned into between the Pownal Tri-County Insulfoam Ice Dogs and the Southwest Storm. Mike Barkhouse with you. Run down the scoring summary before we get the third underway. No scoring in the first period. Shots on goal were 21-13 in favor of Pownal after one. And then in the second, we had Miguel Dion with assists to Leon Bouchard and Tylen Foster. Miguel Dion again, assists to Nate Killiam. Then Brady Nickerson from Lawson and Richardson made it 3-0 Storm. Sam Worth would get one back for the Ice Dogs. Jack King with the assist to make it 3-1. Then Nathan Tufts would score unassisted to make it 4-2 Storm. And then just before the end of the period on a power play, Sammy Doherty assists to Worth and Gallant. So 4-2 Storm as we get things underway in this third period. Shots on goal 51-33 in favor of Team Prince Edward Island as Peters jumps on this. That has been the story. Tyson Peters with an all-world performance here today. And somehow the Storm are leading. Ice Dogs 1 for 3 with the power play this afternoon. Storm have yet to go on the man advantage. I should tell you, I've been calling number 10 on the Ice Dogs, Aiden Arsenault, all afternoon. I've been told during the intermission it's actually Hunter McLeod. So apologies to Hunter and apologies to his family for that. I can only go by what I have here. I don't have the actual game sheet in front of me, obviously. So apologies, but we'll call number 10 Hunter McLeod the rest of the way. And that's the one error we make all weekend. We're doing all right here on Atlantic Online TV. So happy you're with us here far and wide. See how the Ice Dogs come out for this third period. Guns a-blazing would be my guess. Down 2. Know you're facing a hot goaltender. Probably talked a bit about how to get under his skin during the second intermission team talk. Here's Gabe Hartland dancing through the neutral zone, blows a tire, and then Dion and Brio get together on the far side. Nice collision there, and both benches enjoy that. Storm now trying to come out of their own zone. This is Nick LeBlanc. Had to Dion. He'll redirect that into the zone. It's going to go right on goal. Chapman takes no chances. Pounces on that. And we're going to stoppage. Reminder, our second game of the day will come 7:30 p.m. tonight. No ceremonies tonight like we had last night. There were some opening ceremonies. We expect the second game to start on time at 7:30 this evening. The hometown host East Hants Penguins will return to action as they take on the New Brunswick champions, the Western Valley Panthers. We'll have the game for you here on Atlantic Online Television, of course, as we will the remainder of this tournament. The shot from a tough angle. Peters kicked it out. It looked like it was going to go right to the stick. of McEachern there in front. He couldn't get to it, though. It was hot. Too hot in the end. Now Gormley banks that one off the boards and in. Took a hit for his troubles. Now having all kinds of trouble getting that out are the Storm. McEachern tried to sneak one in the short side. Peters read that well. Now Caden Kiley sends it down low. Getting in front of that is Ethan Shand. Now bringing it right back in is Galan. Shoot, stop. Rebound is loose. Where is it? Oh, what a save from Peters as he reaches back and takes that off the goal line. Well, we talked about teams alternating goaltenders. Peters going to need an ice bath after this one, first and foremost. And he may need a break tomorrow as well. We'll see who we see between the pipes for the Storm tomorrow. For that matter, this needs to be stated after I just said that. Devin Nickerson was the player of the game for the Storm in that 6-1 loss yesterday. So let's not act like there's only one good goaltender on this Southwest Storm team. That is not the case. So no matter who they choose to go with tomorrow, they'll be in good hands. But there's a lot of hockey left before we get there. Now here come the Storm looking to increase the lead. Right out in front of the net was Ethan Brandon calling for that puck. He was all alone. But his teammate couldn't get it to him. So here we go. McLeod to Doherty. Doherty shot. Peters reaches up, gets a glove on that. It goes wide. Might just say McLeod 4 or 5 times here on this shift to make up for lost time. Back come the Storm. The diminutive Kobe Jacklin sends that in. Chapman blockers it aside. Back comes Doherty, the big captain for Pownal. Doherty sends it on right on goal. That was a cheeky little backhand from Doherty. Peters had to be alert. And he was. Brady Nickerson now gets the red line, sends it deep. He'll give chase. Doherty in to get it first. Zach Richardson in as well on the forecheck for Storm. Delayed offside here on the Storm as Richardson sends that deep. Doherty going to see a lot of minutes in this third period. I don't know if he can play any more than he already does, but if that's possible, you're going to see it here. Dump in for the Ice Dogs, goes up and over the glass and into the mesh. So we're going to stoppage and a face-off in neutral ice. 15:54 to go in the third. In case you're wondering, if this is tied after regulation, we'll have 5 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey, followed by a shootout if that doesn't solve anything. Beginning with the semifinal game and then continuing into the gold medal game, if there's a tie after regulation, we'll have a 10-minute 3-on-3 period that begins immediately. If that doesn't solve anything, they'll flood the ice, send the teams to the room, and then a 20-minute overtime period will follow. So right now, during the round robin, 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime and a shootout if needed to solve tie games. But we're not there right now. It's a 4-2 game coming up. So 4.5 minutes gone in this third period. Next goal, massive. Don't have to tell you seasoned hockey fans that. Jack King over the blue line for the Ice Dogs. Leaves it for White. His shot was off the stick and up and over the glass and out of play. 55 saves for Tyson Peters right now. Drew Chapman with 32, so he's been no slouch at the other end. And we're back underway. McPhee tries to chop that past Hartland and does. 5 minutes gone in the third. That shot from the point gets through. Peters saw it at the last minute. Had it been on goal, it may have given him some trouble. Now bounces out in front. Hartland shoots. Goes wide. They're going to call that a hand pass. So it would not have counted if Hartland was able to score. Hartland. He was frustrated in that second period on an icing call that he didn't think was icing. And this is not going to do anything but add to his frustration. So face off just to our right and neutral ice in front of the Storm bench. We get back underway. Dion sitting on 2 goals right now. The hero today. One of them. Other than, Peters certainly is on that list as well. You're looking at players of the game. Start talking about that. It's going to be hard to look past Tyson Peters, but Miguel Dion certainly has a strong case as well. You can have 100 saves, but if you don't get a goal, you don't win. And Dion has 2 here today. Here's Hartland now on the off wing. Gets around Bouchard, cuts to the slot, shoots, pad save by Peters. Hartland goes over to get his own rebound. Dion in there picks that up. Takes a bump from Hartland, maintains possession, and now Bouchard picks it up here on the near side. Bouchard over the blue line. He's by himself, tries to cut through. Good play there to break that up by Jason Gormley. Now Dion ahead for Bouchard, banks it off the boards and finds him. Bouchard on Doherty, centers it. Nobody there in a red sweater. Back comes McEachern. Alex McEachern on his off wing being hounded by Brady Nickerson. They both go into the end boards heavy. Glad to see no one's injured there. And now back comes Brady Nickerson. Over to Lawson. Tyler Lawson drops it. Nickerson shoots. Stopped by Chapman. Well, Chapman doesn't like that chop he took from Lawson, but nothing Lawson can do there. The puck is up in the air. It's still not covered. He has every right to chop at that puck and try and bat it out of the air. It's unfortunate that it hit Chapman, but hey, that's how it goes. 13:34 to go in the third. Scoreless in the third period, so no goals in the first. No goals in the third so far. All 6 goals in this hockey game coming in that middle period. Wild stuff. It doesn't matter how we got there. We got a 4-2 game in the third period of a championship tournament. That's all that matters. Now King going to the net. Scores! Jack King with a beauty! And it's a 1-goal game! Beautiful move by the Razzies Junior Hockey League most valuable player, Jack King. 36 points combined in the regular season and playoffs. And his biggest goal of the season right here pulls the Ice Dogs within a goal. 13:21 to go. It's a 4-3 game. Jack King put the puck through the defender's legs, got in, and then went high, glove side on Tyson Peters. Beauty. Buckle up. We got a big finish coming here in East Hants. White to Worth off the goal post. King behind the goal. Centers to Worth. Save, rebounds, another save. Frantic action in front of the Storm goal. And finally, Peters covers it. Frantic action there. Somehow Peters keeps it out. And it remains a 4-3 game. 57 saves now for Tyson Peters in this hockey game. And there's still 12:57 to go. I'm going to lose my voice at this rate. I only got 6 games left to go. So that goal reads, Jack King, assist to Sammy Doherty and Sam Worth. That's how that goal reads. 4-3. Tristan Lee over to his defense partner. Puck comes out. Ice Dogs send it in. They'll check up. Storm trying to bring it back the other way. Bouchard, touch pass. Now gets it back. Bouchard makes a move. Finds Foster, and he scores! Tylen Foster off the feed from Leon Bouchard. And it's a 5-3 game. Will that one be a backbreaker? Perhaps. We shall see. It's a huge, huge goal from Tylen Foster. Bouchard will get an assist. That should be the only one. That's a 5-3 Southwest Storm lead with 12.5 to go in the third. That's a big, 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 big goal right there. It's hard to keep up with all the action here, all the tweets. Man, it's going crazy here in Lantz. But you got to love it. Big game feel. Now in front, Lawson with a chance, and Chapman does the splits and keeps it out. Oh, that was a game saver there from Drew Chapman. Might have been curtains if that one got by him. Now in the slot, Richardson trying to get the shot away, can't. And back come the Ice Dogs. Still no minor penalties for the Ice Dogs today. As we get the announcement of the goal, Bouchard with the assist on the Foster goal. And they're going to give Dion an assist as well. So how about that? Miguel Dion. 2 goals and a helper here today for the Storm. They try and even their record in this event to 1-1. Of course, the Ice Dogs would fall to 1-1 with a loss. Dancing around down there as Richardson can't get the shot away. Back comes Worth. Waiting. Still with it, Sam Worth. Goes behind the goal. Comes out the far side. Shoots. Stopped by Peters. McPhee rims it around, and it will take a funny bounce. Luckily for him, it went right to a teammate, and the Storm were able to clear. Cloud battling down there with Brannon. Now we're going to get a penalty. Another one to the Storm as Doherty skates it through neutral ice. The intensity picking up. Drop pass. White trying to get Worth, but it was behind him. Fans are not liking this call. Fans of the Storm, more specifically. And they're giving it to the official now. Fourth minor penalty of the day to the Storm compared to none to the Ice Dogs. And it is indeed Ethan Brannon to the box for tripping. Fourth power play of the day for the Ice Dogs set to begin. They're 1 for 3 thus far. Timeout, I think, has been called by the Storm here and head coach Andrew Holland. Well, now they're allowing Brandon to... Oh, it looks like Brandon is done for the day. He's heading to the dressing room. So he perhaps has picked up a misconduct for having a bit too much to say. We'll clarify that here shortly. 10:51 to go. Jagger Kane coming across to serve the penalty, and he has something to say on his way into the box as well, so you might want to watch his words. But you understand the frustration of the Storm and their fans. This is the fourth time today they're going to be shorthanded, and they have not had one chance with the power play. Thank you for the tweet, Cassidy. The old sheet I have got me again. On my sheet, there's an I in Nate's last name. Naturally why I'm saying it the way I am. So now that you've corrected that. Again, I thought the sheets that I had were pretty scientific and pretty bang on. Clearly there's a couple things on my sheets that are not correct. But we'll certainly make that change. I'll change the spelling on it. Nate Killam. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. There 100% is an I in that last name on my sheet. That's fine. We'll make that correction. And now the timeout for the Storm is done. So power play 4, number 4 I should say, for the Ice Dogs is about to begin. Chance to get back within a goal here and set us up for a fantastic finish, which we're probably going to get regardless. Now some confusion before the draw is... Are we going to get another penalty here? Well, I think the confusion was Ethan Brannon is coming back from the dressing room, so he wasn't given a misconduct. He wasn't thrown out. Maybe he had something wrong with his equipment. He comes back from the dressing room, goes back across to the penalty box. That's why the Storm were delaying the face-off. And now finally, you get this Ice Dogs power play underway. Doherty to King. Back to Doherty at the middle of the ice. Doherty wrist shot right on. Peters makes the save. Most importantly there, no rebound. As there was blue sweaters on the doorstep looking for the spoils. 14 seconds comes off the clock on this power play. Face off to the left of Peters. King in on the draw. King gets it back to Doherty at the point. Now White has it. Cam White to King, looking for the one-timer. Fan on it, comes across, wide open net, and Gallant sends it wide. Oh, he's going to be seeing that in his sleep tonight. He had the entire net to shoot at, and he missed. White back for it now. Can't find Gallant. Storm send it to the corner. 1:15 to go in this Ice Dogs power play. Storm doing a good job down there, namely Tyler Lawson, holding that puck against the boards. 4 Ice Dogs trying to dig it out. Finally they do, but he kills a good 10-12 seconds there. White over the blue line with speed, being watched by Dion. White now peels back in the corner, under a minute to go in the Ice Dogs man advantage. Their 4th of the day. Doherty comes right back to him, snapshot right on Peters, save, rebounds there. They can't get the shot away, and the Storm will clear. 40 seconds to go in the Prince Edward Island power play. Ice Dogs make a change. Now comes Brio. Brio drops it. Hartland shoots, pad save Peters. Hartland gets to it in the corner. To Brio. McLeod sneaking in from the point. Hartland behind the goal, tries the lacrosse style goal, got it away, but Peters made the save. 15 seconds to go in the penalty as the Storm clear. What more can this game give us? We just got a Michigan, if you will, the lacrosse style attempt from Hartland. He got it off, but Peters made the save. Here come the Ice Dogs. Penalty is over. Returning to the action is Brennan. And now Peters gobbles this up for a whistle. Now he and Hartland having some words. They don't exactly look pleasant. Wow. 8:42 to go in the third. Shots on goal 66-39 in favor of Pownal. And again, it's hard not to, that's a lot of shots for either side. You do start to wonder if maybe a couple shots were put up on the board. Yeah, I'm watching there. That wasn't a shot on goal, but it was given. So you could probably take a few off the board for both sides, but the point is both goaltenders have been very good here. Doherty from the point, shot stop, rebound. Gallant fanned on that rolling, jittery puck that came off of Tyson Peters' shoulders. Now here's a chance for Brady Nickerson, doesn't get through. Back come the Ice Dogs. What atmosphere here now as things are heating up inside the Keith Miller Arena. Brady Nickerson over the red line, taken from him. Sam Worth gives it away. Nickerson eludes a check, takes a shot, that's blocked. Kept in at the point by Jacklin. Now this puck goes out of play. It all goes right on goal, and Chapman makes the save. We'll get another stoppage. 7:55 to go in the third. Face off to the right of Chapman, won by his Ice Dogs. Tristan Lee gets it to Jack King. There's a giveaway in the slot. Dion gets it over to Kane with a quick shot. Blocker to side by Chapman. Now here come the Storm again. Brandon with a shot. Pad save by Chapman. Brandon behind the goal. Comes out the far side. Sends it here to awaiting Lawson. Sorry, Jacklin. Kobe Jacklin. Now behind the goal is Kane. Jagger Kane takes a bump. Puck squirts free to LeBlanc. Nicholas LeBlanc. LeBlanc shoots. That hits something. Hits the side of the net. Now centering pass. Chapman can't cover it. Tufts off the bench. Keeps it in for a moment. Now the Ice Dogs come away. Time starting to become the enemy of the Ice Dogs here. 7 minutes to go in the third. White with a shot. That's off his stick. Stays in. Play now is going to come right out in front. Peters had trouble finding it now. I think the net may have come off. That's why the whistle went. Initially, I thought the referee may have had a quick whistle there, thinking he was going to lose sight of it, but indeed it was the net coming off just a little bit. 6:50 to go in the third. 71-41 are the shots on goal showing here. So that's a 30-shot difference. Don't have to be a math major to figure that one out. Hartland walks to the slot, tried to pull it in for a shot, could not do so. Now back comes Bouchard. Dion racing up to join him. Bouchard waits. Bouchard still with it. Tries to slide it through. He does. And Foster scores! What patience from Leon Bouchard. Gets it to Tylen Foster, and he buries his second of the period, second of the day. And it's a 6-3 Storm lead. That might be the backbreaker right there. And I say might because there's no part of me that has any idea what's going to happen. Try to predict this game, you're crazy. 6-3 Storm leading it. Bounce back performance here today for them. Back come the Ice Dogs now. They need the next one. There's a big hit in the corner. And feeling the effects of that is the Pownal player. I can't see from here who it is. He's definitely laboring as he's trying to get to the bench. Took a big hit down there. He's having a laugh about it. It was Alex McEachern that was on the receiving end of that hit. Just the one assist on that goal to Leon Bouchard. He's got 3 assists in this hockey game. He was a first-team All-Star in the Nova Scotia League. 31 points in the regular season to lead the team, 11 points in the postseason. So certainly you can't overstate his importance to this Southwest Storm team. Puck is sent in by the Ice Dogs. Just about 5 minutes to go in the third. Storm with a 6-3 lead. Time starting to run out for the Ice Dogs. Isaac Drake has a look. Sends it through the middle, misses everything. This is going to go for icing against Pownal. So the faceoff will come deep inside the Pownal end to the left of Drew Chapman. 4:43 to go. Not sure if head coach Curtis Martell will elect to get Chapman to the bench for the extra attacker with a 3-goal deficit facing his team. Certainly with a 1 or a 2, it would certainly be in play. But with goal differential possibly becoming a factor in a tournament such as this, you might not want to chance it when you're down 3. Foster now, can he get the hat trick? Yes, he can! And that most certainly, you would think, will do it. Tylen Foster goes high, glove side on Drew Chapman. It's a natural hat trick for Tylen Foster. 3 goals in a row, and it's a 7-3 Storm lead. Unbelievable. Tylen Foster has put this Southwest Storm team on his back in this third period. 3 consecutive goals for the natural hat trick. And it looks like the Nova Scotia champions are going to improve to 1-1 here and drop the PEI champions to 1-1. Delayed penalty coming here now. I think this one's going to be to Pownal, and the Bronx cheer goes up from the Storm fans here. Of course, they get some glares from the Prince Edward Island faithful. These are the things you love. You got 2 different sections of fans cheering for both sides, a big divide in the middle, people glaring at one another, dirty looks, nasty comments. That's what it's all about. So, first power play of the day for the Storm. With 4:12 to go in the third. Yeah, it took a while to get there, but we got there. Peters plays it ahead. And here comes the Storm on the power play. Well, they were Lawson elects to peel back. They're just in time-killing mode now. Jacob McEachern. Back to Gormley. Moves it ahead. Too far for Mosier. Peters plays it over here on the near side for McPhee. A little disjointed on the power play here for the Storm, but again, it's all about killing clock at this point. 3.5 to go in the third. 1:10 to go in the power play as Lyons picks it up, gets ahead of speed, and goes over the blue line. Lyons cuts to the outside, shoots. I think Peters got a piece of that as well. Back come the Storm. Taken nicely, skate to stick by Jagger Kane. Now we get an offside at the far blue line. Face-off will come in neutral ice. 3:07 to go in the third. 55 seconds to go in the Southwest Storm power play. Their first and maybe only one of the game today. They win the draw and control. Cole Nickerson gets into the zone. Now Tufts has it at the far point. Tufts wrist shot. That goes wide. Tufts has it now again inside his own blue line. Doherty picks it up inside his, and he'll send it the length of the ice. 25 seconds to go in the Storm power play. Nothing doing so far. Lee sends it in. Peters out of the net, leaves it for Tufts. Just 10 seconds to go now in the power play. 2 more valuable minutes coming off the clock here for the Storm. But with a 4-goal lead at this point, you got to think it's just about done. Penalty is over. So the Storm 0 for 1 on the power play here today. 2 minutes to go in the third. Doherty, he might not come off the ice the rest of the way. And he's got it now in the near corner. Doherty walks around his man, cuts out front, rolls off his stick, goes to Lyons, and he shoots it wide. Tufts in the corner. Moves it ahead to Bouchard. Bouchard to Dion. 1-on-2, Miguel Dion. He's got 2 goals in this one. Gets it to Bouchard. Bouchard with a nice shimmy. And it goes to the forehand. Chapman stares him down and makes the save. Now Bouchard takes his man down. No call. Ice Dogs take over. 1.5 to go. Peters out of the net. He's going to play this. Comfortable playing the puck as well. He's shown us that today. Puck comes back to the point. Kept in for a moment. Now Hartland has it at center ice. Hartland. He's been dangerous today. Just has had no luck. Now makes a couple nice moves. Gabe Hartland to the far side. Some pushing and shoving there behind the play. Nothing too harmful though, as we're under a minute to go in the third. Here's a quick shot off the stick of Zach Richardson, and Chapman has no trouble with that. 50 seconds to go in the third. So, I think it's safe to call this one now. Looks like the Southwest Storm, the champions of the Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League, are going to improve to 1-1 at this event. And the Ice Dogs, the Prince Edward Island champions, going to drop to 1-1. So both teams will be 1-1 through 2 games. This tournament that we expected to be tight throughout so far, living up to the hype. And we expect a good one here tonight with the hometown team in action. Back underway inside the Storm zone, 35 seconds to go. There's a chance for Worth, and he hit the open net, redirected it off the goalpost. 30 seconds to go in the third. Are they going to call this one icing? Puck is slowing down now. They finally, and rightfully, wave it off. 20 seconds to go. Here's a chance out front. Good play there to break that up by Tristan Lee. Unassisted goal for Tylen Foster. That third goal, they're just announcing it now. Just 1 tick left on the clock, and the buzzer goes. Now some pushing and shoving at the buzzer. Nothing will come of that. Both teams separate as they should. And the Southwest Storm after being under siege for most of the first half of the game, storm back, no pun intended, and pick up a huge 7-3 victory today over the Pownal Tri-County Insulfoam Ice Dogs. Both teams now with 1-1 records through 2 games at this Maritime Hockey North, championship tournament. According to the scoreboard, I always put that caveat in, it's a 73 save performance for Tyson Peters in the win. That may or may not be accurate, but that's what they're showing, and that's what I'm going to tell you. 37 saves at the other end for Drew Chapman. Unofficially, officially, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to stick with you right now just to get you the players of the game for both teams before we sign off. Not hard to guess who the player of the game may be for the Storm, but who knows? Player of the game for the Ice Dogs is Jack King, the league MVP in the Razzies Junior Hockey League. A goal and an assist today for Jack King. He is the player of the game for the Pownal Tri-County Insulfoam Ice Dogs. Player of the game for the Southwest Storm, as it should be. You've had a hat trick from Tylen Foster. You had 2 goals from Miguel Dion, but Tyson Peters is the main reason why the Storm were in a position to make this comeback and get this victory. 70. Just looking up right now. Sorry, I got some fans around me. 71 saves for Tyson Peters, according to the scoreboard. Well-deserved player of the game honors here for him. So that's going to do it for this first game of 2 here today at the Keith Miller Arena. 1 more to go tonight. 7:30 p.m. puck drop. The East Hants Rice and Construction Penguins, the hometown team, will be in action. They take on the New Brunswick champions, the Western Valley Panthers. Again, 7:30 puck drop. We'll have the call here for you on Atlantic Online TV. Final score in Game 1 today from the Keith Miller Arena. The Southwest Storm 7. The Pownal Tri-County Insulfoam Ice Dogs 3. For everyone here, our producer, Kevin, thank you for watching today. Hope you'll come see us tonight at 7:30 for the nightcap. Good afternoon, everyone.